It's already recording.
Oh, it is. Oh. Well, yeah, we'll keep it PG-13 because that's what YouTube wants us to do.
Oh my god.
But I'm pretty good for 13 minutes with a money back guarantee.
I thought you were.
I guarantee you don't get your money back.
I thought you were like Albert Wesker. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I could spare. Sorry, ever since you said that joke to me, I'm like, yeah. 7 minutes is all I could spare. What is up, guys? Sorry we missed last week. Some stuff happened, and you know, Joe had diarrhea.
Yeah, it all started 30 years ago.
In a galaxy far away.
I turned 30.
It was Joe's birthday. Now YouTube actually allows us to post now. You can make posts, which is fucking weird. So I did post on there for Joe's birthday. So we didn't do a video. Instead, we just had a great day, just hanging out, chilling, playing video games, just vibing with friends, drinking quite a lot, just having a good time. So we apologize about last week, but I'm sure you guys understand. And also, we did get reported again. I know, right? Shocker. I'm not even sure. I used to be like, bro, what the fuck? Now I'm like, what is it this time? Let's see what video it was. So then I was very surprised. I'm not going to say what video it was. I already told you. But I was like, what? And I listened back, and there's just one part. And I'm like, really? It's not even a second. It's a millisecond long.
But they caught it. They caught it.
Fucking whatever. So a lot of people are asking me to start labeling our videos, our intro, or not intros, but our videos we record now as like titles, because I just have like episode 1, 2, 3. I don't really have any dialect of what we're talking about.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn us into Alien. What are we gonna do? Call one Resurrection? Requiem.
Requiem sucked, but the action was so good. It was. You gotta admit.
If we do this long enough, we're gonna be Nick, Jody, and H2O.
Oh my. H2O. The return of Jody and Juice. Don't mind me, guys. I'm very fidgety today. So today's topic.
I got a lot of titles in my head that are terrible.
It's gonna be about we legit just discussed this in the car, like not even 20 minutes ago. Handheld consoles.
Yes.
What was our first, and where it stayed, and how it ended for us? Not ended permanently, but like where did it end? When was like the last time you even touched your handheld console? Not the one in your pants.
You beat me to it. I was gonna say there's one
that
I've had.
Where you were fucking going. I know you, motherfucker.
I've had a joystick for a long time.
I had it before the Atari. The Atari stole it from me.
I abuse it. Sometimes I get stick drift.
I legit set you up for this. I really did. I knew I did too. I said what I said. I was like, fuck. I'm leading him down a rabbit hole. I'm going with him.
He did the thing, guys.
I did the thing. How dare I do the thing?
No, for real. My first handheld console.
And what color was it?
It was
because it
was actually our old layout. It was my see-through purple Game Boy. Purple Game Boy Color. See-through. Because the 90s were a great time.
Oh my god, dude. My first one was a silver color Game Boy Pocket.
Oh.
So you had the Fat Boy, which I call it the Fat Boy, just regular Game Boy.
The brick.
Then you had the Game Boy Pocket, which was a smaller frame version of the Game Boy. Sadly, I don't have it on me. It's at my parents' house somewhere upstairs. I do want to get it and bring it here, and either find a guy who does restoration around here, because I have my Advanced SP right behind me that you already know I still play to this very day.
I'll just send it to DK Oldies. I'll do it myself. I'll get out.
Thanks, Joe. I did the mom thing. You don't even have to talk. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do a fake end right there and be like, "Thank you for watching," and it's gonna go right back Continue it.
Just send it to DK Oldies.
Yeah.
Made him twitch.
If I send the DK Oldies, you know how much the repair costs are?
Probably $400 for a Game Boy.
Oh, I'm Googling it.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing this live. We're doing this live, man. Actually, what am I doing on here? Actually, on my phone.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna prop the
You
microphone
got
right
3
there.
computer monitors. Let's do it on your phone.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Alrighty, we're gonna do this. We're doing this live. How much is it for DK Oldies? Thank God I have Pornhub off. Oh my God! Step bro!
Then you hear someone else's
Where
phone.
you were? What in the fuck? Welcome to Utah. Oh my God. DK Oldies repair cost.
It probably goes by console.
No, you may not track my location.
We want to know where you are. Joey wants to know where you are.
So other repairs may vary by product.
Told you.
If you had it, shut up. And so prices to fix your video games range from $6 to $50.
Fuck.
Does it come with a life insurance policy?
I mean, I'd be able to tell you that.
Oh,
I legit just let my life insurance license expire in real life.
Okay, so for their one, I'm not talking good about these guys. So let's make this very clear.
We didn't do it last time either. What's the difference?
No. So if you wanted to do it, they can hold on to your product for like 2 to 3 months before you get it back. But after the first month, I forget. I'm gonna forget.
So you're gonna hold on to my product for 2 to 3 months, and how much am I paying?
It says may vary.
Okay, may vary. All right.
I don't like may vary because in my brain may
That means
vary.
they can put any price down.
My brain goes may vary. So $500
Yep.
for a $200 product.
Oh, and because it's stated our facility under our roof, you got to pay rent.
Wait, it's not a car rental. Hold up.
They'll pull that shit.
I know.
They will pull that shit. There
Yep.
might be a convenience fee in there because you got to have a guy that actually works on it but doesn't.
Here's the thing. This is how I look at it, the situation. Like, the reason why a lot of restoration places aren't around anymore, is because I think it's mostly to do with like pricing. Like when I worked for a game store, this is a game store. No, here's a game store story for you.
There we go.
So this one actually isn't bad, but it gets gross very quickly. I had to. So when I worked for, I'm not gonna name the game stores because I want to get myself into trouble there. I already named GameStop. I fucking don't care about GameStop anymore. When you shop there anymore.
Yeah, it's national. It can be anywhere.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Come look for us.
But not hard to find. Burn your mom's house. And nice.
Naughty.
I don't have a mom. Well, your dad's definitely with us. So we're really landscaping your dad's lawn. Sponsored by Manscaped. Anyways, we're on a roll today already.
We're on our worst behavior today.
So when I worked for GameStop, it's when they taught me how to fix controllers. This isn't a GameStop story, by the way. This is for the GameStop, a game store I worked for. Oogie Games. I can say Oogie Games. So for Oogie Games, I wish I still knew, and I stayed really close to knowing how to do it still, but unfortunately let that trait go away. I used to fix all my friends' controllers for like $20. They give me $20, I fix your controller.
Son of a bitch.
And
next time I get stick dripped, I can't just hand you a 20.
No.
Damn, that's crazy.
So first of all, I had an old tool set, and it was all perfectly designed. I had the static bracelets because where your controller is, there's a motherboard and there's a little chip, and the chip can get fried. And because you regenerate electricity with our human hands, so this actually destaticized your body. Or you touch glass. I think it's like you have to touch glass or something like that. There's a trick with it. I'll probably said it wrong. Some nerd out there's like, what a fucking stupid idiot. Doesn't even know how to like put his underwear on right. Left leg first, gentlemen. Then the testicles go. No, so anyways,
He claims to be a tech. Doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
doesn't even know what WPA is.
Probably trained by DK Oldies.
Fucking asshole. He's definitely a Star Wars fan over Star Trek. Anyways, so I was fixing controllers the one session. I did one like for like a whole week. I was just fixing controllers. I didn't have to do the register. I felt like I got free money because I was legit in a broom closet with a light, a TV, and a couple monitors and a security monitor. And I mean, I say broom closet because I think it was like the same size as the closet right there. And I had straight up just sat in there. I had Netflix going. I was watching a movie. I think I was watching Lord of the Rings, but when I had it on Netflix at the time, and I was watching Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and I was fixing controllers. I was getting paid for it. It was like 8 hours, me just sitting right there, fixing controllers. Got up, had a cooler behind me, grabbed myself a Monster, cracked that.
And you're in there for all 8 hours. You're all good to go.
Yeah, I'm fine, man. The other guy would knock on the door and be like, "Yo, homie, I'm ordering food. You want some?" I was like, "Yeah, here's like $20. I'll take a pizza, or I'll take like a small pizza if they want one."
I would have fucked with you. I would have came by, knocked on the door. Keep your pants on.
Yeah, you would have been the only one that had a sense of humor there because it was just me by myself, and every single person's like, "That's not even funny." Actually, if you dive deeper into your joke, yeah, no, it was those assholes. I hate you assholes. I'm sorry. I will call you guys out. I hate motherfuckers that instead of just laughing at the joke,
the ones that
you
report
have
us.
you have to go in a pure monotone. Well, actually, if that truly did happen, you would have to take this and take that. Stop. Just take the joke, laugh, and move on with your life.
Yes.
Go back to your mom's basement. I'll see you when you're 50 years old. Whatever. Gamer girl. Anyways, or you just end up on a sex offender list.
Wood chipper fuel.
Wood chipper 2026. So anyways, continuing the story.
Okay.
So I was fixing a bunch of controllers. One was extra rattly, more rattly than it really should have been. So did the thing. I always was smart with this one because I had a whole kit. This was the one time I wasn't smart. I think it was because I was rushing. I had like an hour to go of my shift and I had to complete. Here's the thing. Yes, I felt like I got paid free money, but I kind of how you do your calibrations and you have a list of what needs to be done by the end of the week.
Yes.
I had a list that had to get done by the end of the day. And it was each day a list. Xbox, PlayStation. Xbox was a lot easier to take apart because it was all one full piece. Mm-hmm. So I went, there you go. PlayStation was, fuck you, Sony. Make it easy. God damn. But if Sony's way you make a Sony controller, it was a lot more easier to customize than it was for an Xbox.
And then once you open it, it says avoids the warranty.
Anyways,
that sticker, man.
Flick that away because that
sticker means nothing, by the way.
Don't. And here's the thing. I think I did it once. I'm going back and forth between stories here. I apologize. But like I think one time I actually did a warranty through Sony for a new controller. And that was a waste of a month. What the fuck? I gave you my only controller. By that time, I bought another one because I got paid. And I was like, fuck, I'm just going to buy another controller. Then this random controller shows up at my door. And I'm like, what the fuck is... Oh.
That's my controller I sent in.
And I'm like, oh, okay. My controller's back. What do I do now? I got two controllers. I got a pickle. I just showed my age right there. Yeah, one of my favorite movies way back in the day. So, I took apart this controller, and there was cockroaches. I don't know how. I really don't know how. I look at a controller, and I'm like, how can a cockroach even get into a controller? But they were all alive. And they were all little babies. And they all legit went. I had to tell the person, mind, this is an hour. Actually, no, I think by that time this all happened, it was like 30 minutes ago of my shift. And I legit told my boss, I'm like, there was baby cockroaches in a controller, and they all went somewhere in that room. Because there was little cracks everywhere in the room, and I am not digging.
Nope.
So, like, he called exterminator, and, like, I still got paid for a whole day. I didn't work.
I would have billed the dude that sent the controller in for.
He never came and picked it up.
Asshole.
He gave us.
He knew what he was doing.
He gave us his first name. Shall I say the first name?
It's just a first name.
Justin.
There's a lot of Justins.
We know where you are. I'm just kidding. But yeah, fuck you, Justin. Not all Justins, but the particular one that dropped off a controller that had fucking cockroach baby eggs in there. They just gross as shit. I heard it rattling, and my brain's like, "Oh, something broke off in there." Yeah, the person's pride. So yeah, that I used to fix a lot of controllers and that when I worked for game stores, and I had fun doing it. I actually do miss doing it because I could fix my white one, my one PS5 one, but I don't know how to. I would watch YouTube videos of what it looks like when you take it apart, so I know what not to touch and what to cut. Fuck the warranty. Well, I'll be honest with you. If you ever buy a custom controller on Scuff or any other of these websites that do custom controllers, I promise you, you're breaking the warranty on it because there's no warranty sticker. It's only warranty through that establishment. But now we're gonna go back to our handhelds.
Yes.
So we were on Game Boy Pocket. I had a gray one. My brother had a black one. There was one I wanted to get, which was the yellow. I think it was yellow Pikachu one, and then they moved it. And it was supposed to. So here's a cool thing. Back then, there was supposed to be a Pokemon Yellow Game Boy Pocket. I don't know if that actually did happen, but I do know Game Boy Color came out with a Pikachu one, which was the Pikachu Yellow Pokemon Yellow.
Yes, they did have a Pikachu one for Game Boy Color.
I don't know.
Looking up the yellow Game Boy Pocket.
Yes, I remember. I still remember to this day.
That? Or has it got to be Pikachu?
I think it was like a yellow one.
Yep, they had it. They had it in yellow.
They had it in yellow, but they just called it Pikachu Yellow. But
$270 on eBay.
It's probably like customized. They probably put brand new buttons in, motherboard, battery, rechargeable battery at the C port. Oh god, that's what I want to do with. So
that's what I want to do with this. If you put an LED screen on a Game Boy Color, you're the real MVP.
That's what I wanted to do with this because you can actually. There's a guy that sells it online. You get a whole new case, and it's all micro USB-C, and it actually has a mini HDMI plug.
So you can put it in your TV.
You can plug this to your TV and use this.
That's freaking awesome.
And you can. Oh my god! I don't think it's charged, but. So come on, that does not make you just want to micro jizz. So so the Game Boy Color. Well, so yeah, we both actually had purple. My purple was mine. It was called.
So did Anna from This Round's on Me. She also.
Oh shit!
Still has it.
Shit. I don't know where mine is. Mine might be somewhere at my parents' house. I do want to go to my parents' house one day and just fish around for it. Just find it, take it home, and find someplace so that I can repair it. Because I am not mailing it out. No.
No, you're not going to give Joey your business?
Fuck you. No. Joey can legit suck the nard off my fart. That's what's going to happen. Okay. And I love that I started saying that line. Now he's saying it, and I have two from my other friends who are starting to say it. And I'm like...
We traded one for one.
Yeah.
I say nard on my fart, and
now I go, damn, that's crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm catching myself saying that so much.
You say it at work a lot.
A whole lot, because people are telling me the most stupidest stories, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Yo, damn. And then the second my pitch goes high and then low, that means I'm done.
Yes.
My pitch is like, yeah, man. Yeah.
And by the way,
wow. When my pitch goes like that, I'm done.
Some of y'all need to take the hint. If you're talking to me and I hit you with, damn, that's crazy, 3 times at least, it means I don't care about the conversation.
How about this? When I have both microphones or both headphones in my ear, I don't want to fucking talk to you about some weak ass pussy that you fucked the other night.
Jesus Christ.
I hope that picked you up. I don't want to hear about some wet ass pussy you fucked the other night. I'm a fucking... I don't want to know about your filet-o-fish.
Oh, it smells like fish. You don't shower? Damn, that's crazy.
Smells like weed? Wow. So shit. You just pop your clothes right in front of me. Damn, that's crazy.
Say it for any reason.
You could. You're like, oh, you didn't wipe this morning? Damn, that's crazy.
Now your ass is itchy? Wonder why.
Oh, you farted and you got it on itch, man. Damn.
And then Caitlin, our friend Caitlin, got me saying, "Oh, that's wild." If it's really crazy, I just say wild. Oh, you didn't wipe yes, that's wild.
After the 9th, damn, that's crazy. I hope to God you just stop talking at that point. Because, oh my Lord on high, dude. I don't care. But people who just look at you and they see you have both headphones in and they proceed to talk to you. Or the dumbasses. I know we changed subjects, but we do that a lot on this show.
We had.
But holy shit. I hate the people at a lunch break and they just do this. They're waiting for you to look up. They wait, and then like a fucking moth on the plane.
Minding your own business.
And now the thing is, we're creatures of habit. When we look up, because you see at your peripheral vision, you're like, why is this person looking at me? Is there something wrong with me? So your brain starts going.
So you finally look up.
So you look, and he's like, yo, man. You're like, oh, fuck. What? Yo, man, why your hair long, dog? My hair long because your mom likes to pull on it. Anyway, so... I said that one time and it shut the dude up. He never spoke to me ever again. Damn, that's I looked at you. I was like, he's not.
You beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
No, yeah. So, anyways, going back to switch gears. So Game Boy Color. So me, Ann, and you all have the purple, which was called Purple Glacier.
Yes. And everything was see-through back then. You can get a Purple Glacier N64 back then.
I think my brother had the red one because the red that was when Nintendo first came out with the Game Boy Color. It was only in 3 colors. It was yellow, red, and blue. Mm-hmm. And then there was
then later came out with
Slime Green, which was for the Nickelodeon.
Yep.
And then there was the translucent. So there was blue, which I originally wanted blue, but blue was not in our region. Blue was actually. I think it was Tokyo, like Japan had it.
Japan's really living in 2050.
They even had a translucent yellow one, which is like a gold color. And
why do they get all the cool shit?
Well, now if you know what you're doing, you can change the shell yourself. I don't know what I'm doing. So
yeah, you got to take all the guts out and put it in a whole new thing. It's too much work
like
already.
Well, here's the thing. With the Game Boy Color, it's very easy because it's all one just giant piece. Now, for this motherfucker, their motherboard is attached here, and to get this out is a little tiny piece of film that is coil wrapped.
And it's fragile, isn't it?
Very. And I'm like, I have big hands, and I have a condition where I can't feel my fingertips on my right hand. So whenever I grab something, if you ever saw, which I'm pretty sure you've seen, I had to physically look at my hand just to feel it. Because some idiot out there's like, well, medically, if you can't, how are you texting? Because I'm looking at what I'm doing, and my brain can process it. I've had this because I had my wrist rebroken when the doctor rebroke my wrist when I was a kid. And ever since that happened, I lose feeling in my fingertips a lot. So at this point, I'm like, my fingers are numb. It will happen. I'll get feeling back. I'm like, oh, 2 seconds later. Oh, so,
Yep.
That's how it is. But anyways, the Game Boy Color, just, that thing lasted me fucking forever.
They can take a beating. You can throw them down the stairs. You can throw them in snow. You can.
Funny you brought up snow. There was a time where it was the September snowstorm.
Oh, the October surprise storm from 06?
Yeah, October.
Yep.
So I still was playing the shit out of my Game Boy because I was just really in love with that thing. I lost it. It fell in the snowbank. Snow melted. Let me repeat that. Snow melted, which means it's out of snow season. My Game Boy shows up, which means this thing was legit layered in ice. What is ice, Joe? Water. And it melted. I found it. Put new batteries in it after I dried it off. Turned on.
So water can't damage everything.
No, not something that has pure spirit like that. Game Boy Color was just something else, man. I'll be like, screen's too small. Shut the fuck up. Hey, having that with the little attachable lamp light.
Oh yeah, those were the days.
Felt like a god.
And I didn't even have the attachable light. What I had was if I was in the back seat of my parents' car and we were on a long trip, I had 2 options. My dad always kept the flashlight in the car, and I clicked it on, and I wrapped it around my seatbelt, and it would just be an over-the-shoulder flashlight, and I'd hold it under there. Or if I got desperate enough, depending on what street we're on, just hold it under the window, the street lights.
Sometimes you were so lucky because it'd be like a really bright one and it'll last a while, or when you hit a red light and it's right there, you're like, oh fuck yeah. No one understands the struggle of that, man. You know what I did, and it was at my uncle's. I was at when my uncle was driving. He had an old school headlamp. So I turned that on.
No, that's genius.
I was a kid. I'm like, I
didn't have to mess around with the flashlight on my seatbelt. Could I use the headlamp?
Let's put a headlamp on it. It was a headlamp you got from the dollar store. The little pull the tag. That's like a watch battery. Yeah, it did the trick. It was a little tiny like white dot that was like right on the screen.
I was today years old.
And that's all. And my uncle let me have it. So that was my thing. And then I don't know where we went to Circuit City.
Remember that?
We went to Circuit City and they were doing pre-orders for the lamps. Then come to find out they had lamps in the color of your Game Boy. So I had a translucent purple one.
That's awesome.
So I had purple with the purple. And then there was, I never got it. I remember my dad put the order in. And I remember he actually did it and paid the guy. We never got it. This is when they used to do the old mail, send this in the mail, and then we mail it back to you. Didn't get it. Fuck you, Nintendo. Actually, no. Still fucking Nintendo. But anyways, because Nintendo did half of my fucking childhood alone.
Yep.
And then... I don't know if you had one, but I had one for a short period of time. Then I got stolen at church.
What?
The original Game Boy Advance.
I didn't have the original one.
Not the SP.
That's what I had. I had a blue SP. I skipped the Game Boy
That's
Advance.
what I had too. Hey, blue. This is not. I reshelled mine because mine died, and reshelling this was an okay process, but. I can't do the screen part. My buddy did the screen part.
What ended up happening was when the original Game Boy Advance came out, it's pretty much Game Boy Advance SP, except you still have the struggle of the screen that can't light up. That's what it is. And then Nintendo went, look at this, square.
And they got their idea, which was funny because they got their idea from a laptop. No shit. If I can get it to open. No shit, laptop. I used to sneak this in school all the time.
Yep.
I would legit sneak this in school.
So many detentions. And then I played it in detention.
I got it. I got taken. So there was me and my buddy Luke, and then Joe. I don't know everybody named Joe to school with. He was on my left, and Luke was on my right. And remember the old school battle cable?
Oh, the link cable?
Yeah, that was called the battle cable if you got the Pokemon edition one. Ooh. Which was legit just a reskin with Pokeballs on the board.
And you could only have it was only there for like certain things too.
It was for Pokemon, Mega Man, Battle Network Brawlers, Digimon World, Digimon Fighter, Gundam. I'm naming off the games I played. Gundam Fighter. There was Mortal Kombat. If you were one of those people that played it, I played it.
Bless your little hearts if you played Mortal Kombat on Game Boy.
I did it because it was like, I was Mortal Kombat on the go. So, Street Fighter Hyper. I think it was. Okay, whatever.
It made the noise my stomach makes. Bloop bloop.
Yeah. It was like a lot of games, and so what we did is Pokemon was the main game I was playing. It was Pokemon, Zelda, the Minish Cap.
Yeah,
that was and then there was Link's Awakening. I think it was Awakening or something like that, or Rising. I forgot what it was. I just know it was there was a red cover and a blue cover, and the red one gave you something different, and the blue one gave you something different. But it was the same game. But it was like when you bought like Sapphire and Ruby and Emerald. Like Emerald was both Sapphire and Ruby.
Can you tell we like Emerald?
Yeah, Emerald, my favorite game. It's right over. Which way am I pointing? This way. Right here. I do want to get more of those. You get those at Peloton.
Okay.
I think it's like $20 for each one. I actually wanted to get.
I want a couple of those.
I was legit gonna have this wall platinum. Yeah, especially if I can find Mega Man Battle Network. Especially if it was Moon. I can talk all day about Game Boy Advance games. He already saw my fucking list. I have a fuck ton of games. Lord of the Rings Conquest. That was a fun one to play with friends because you can face each other, and then if you have 3 people, you can have 3 people face each other in a big little war. fucking.
I
But real
had-
quick, I got in trouble because we had the cable going underneath the desk. We, not even shitting you, we ended up drilling a hole through my. So I went to a private school, and I drilled a hole through my divider. He drilled a hole through his divider, and we legit fed the cords through. So, so when you're leaning at my desk and I'm doing my schoolwork, I'm. And of course, one snitch found out.
There's always a snitch.
He was the snitch that looked identical to Randall from Recess.
Oh my god.
Was it Mrs. Crunch? Was it Mrs. Crunch? What was her name?
I don't remember. It's been so long. Here you go.
Go!
Go back to the Googler. The Spagoogler.
Spadoodler. The teacher's name of the TV show Recess. Miss... What? I know what she looks like. Mrs. Finster. Miss Finster. Yeah. So frickin' Randall Jr. would be like, they're playing their Game Boys. And sure enough, my teacher turned around the corner and he saw me, and I couldn't hide it in time. There was no way.
You can't. You already.
And he was
stuck
like,
with the
Game
drill hole.
Boys. So like, I mean, yeah, you see the whole in the fucking divider. And so like, we all got our Game Boy Advances as like SPs taken away, and he was like, "Oh, if you're playing so many video games, you should be focusing on school. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when Game Boys no longer exist? Oh, fuck you! It's still right here. It still works, bitch."
Oh, you think that when we're done with actual physical Game Boys, you think emulators aren't going to be around?
Emulators are everywhere. I'm so sorry. Yawning. Dude, freaking emulators all around, and everyone's like, you know, you can't do this. I mean, I'm not gonna say much about it because, you know, we can get in trouble talking about it. But like, emulators have brought back the old nostalgia, retro feeling. Like, a lot of people are able to replay it. You know, that's all I gotta say about it. I can say more, but I'm gonna be
We're going to be good boys.
we're gonna be good boys and then just kind of dodge it. But the Game Boy, so you never had original Game Boy Advance, but you had SP.
Yeah.
Did you get that one like day one edition?
Yes.
Because I know at a day one edition, you also got a bonus 10% off your game.
Because what happened when the original Game Boy Advance came out, I didn't miss out a lot on my childhood by any means, but parents didn't understand back then. I'm like, oh, the Game Boy Advance came out, but you have a Game Boy Color.
We got Game Boy at home. It's
Yeah,
it's the old retro arcade thing you buy at $1 store. Here's your Game Boy. It's not the same.
That handheld thing where it's like in water and there's rings and you got to catch them on the little pegs.
You know what?
I'm talking
Say
about?
what you want. Say what you want, but that shit was so much fun for ADHD people like me. I fucking
Yeah, you want to know what my water game was? The Taco Bell thing on the counter where you drop a penny in it.
I know what you're
We're
talking
showing our age here today.
Oh yeah, I think that's still around some places too.
I would love to know where it is. I'll play the shit out of it.
You'd be sitting there all day. How many does he have? I'm an adult now. I have 500 pennies. Shit.
Use them up. Pennies are going away next year.
Oh man, what a time for world life and all that shit. Damn, pennies go away in 26.
Yep.
Anyways, no more depressing news. Good news. Moving on.
From the SP, and the games on that were friggin' amazing.
There's so many. We can be here all day. We can do a whole video talking about Game Boy Advance games.
Played Crash Bandicoot on there. That was the only time I played Crash until our recent video.
Nitro.
Asshole.
You love it.
It was a fun game.
We got the second one, third one, and fourth one to play.
Got the fuck you, fuck off, and fuck me to go.
Yeah. Hey, we can even play the Crash Bandicoot racing game if you wanted to.
We could do a lot of things with the Crash Bandicoot racing game. I'm sorry I missed out on the Crash Bandicoot craze.
Oh, I did too, so it's okay. Oh no, but like we might even do a whole video talking about like all the Game Boy games we play, because right now we're just talking about the consoles.
Yep.
So after Game Boy Advance SP, the PSP started coming around. Hence the layout.
And that was the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest handheld system ever.
That was the second longest console I had, like handheld console, because I would flip flop, and then my friend taught me how to jailbreak.
Of course he did.
PSP. So I had 2 PSPs. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He passed away, but he had that, Matt.
Yep.
Matt had 3 PSPs, and he jailbroke all of them. He made it where you can play like anything and everything on it. It was like before emulation was even a thing. Yeah, what he did was like, I had no part of it. He did. Go after him. You might have to new Ouija board for that one. That was a dark joke. I'm so sorry.
That was
a very dark joke.
He would have laughed at that one.
Oh, he's probably laughing his ass off, like, fucker. Yeah. I'll respond. Middle finger the whole time. It spells out middle finger. Or does the symbol of a middle finger. No, but like he jailbroke 3 of them, and then my mom bought me for my birthday was the Metal Gear Solid Snake Walker, or Snake Pathwalker or something like that. It was all camouflage.
Ooh.
That one was one that was broke, and I would love to have that one fixed because that one was just chef's kiss. It was beautiful. It worked great. My brother had 2. He had a silver one and he had a black one. He had the Gran Turismo one, and it just died. We don't know what happened. He didn't do anything to it. He took very good care of it. Charged it. It just died.
Jeez.
We bought new batteries because this is when you had to go to Circuit City and put an order in, and then they called you when your order came in. Or no, sorry, not Circuit City. Was it Circuit City?
When did Circuit City close?
Circuit City turned into, what was it? Circuit City and something else? What was the other place?
There was Circuit City, Radio Shack.
Radio Shack. You had to go on Radio Shack and you had to pre-order. Oh, I like that. I love that.
Always would have roots first.
Hey, that works.
They'll grow roots.
But it was Radio Shack. Radio Shack, you had to go there and you had to ask them to pre-order a battery if they already have it in stock. Now, with the PSPs, you needed to get either the 1000, 3000, or 2000 edition. Because you can't just get a 3000 battery and put that in a 2000 battery. Oh, no.
Nope.
Because it fit, but it'll burn your fucking system out because it's too much juice.
It's going to start a fire.
In my asshole. But oh my god.
Jesus Christ, this thing's making my nuts rub together.
Jesus Christ.
I've been working on this fat bastard voice for a little bit.
That and Watto. Those are your 2 voices. And I'll be honest, you do the greatest Watto impression.
Watto hurts my fucking throat sometimes.
Do you sell gyros?
Freaking Jedi doesn't appreciate Grandmaster Ray.
Get out. He went. I asked for an impression.
If Luke can improve of her.
I said an impression, not an insult. Get the fuck out. No, but so they're going back to the PSP. There was a PSP. What was it, 3000? It was 3000M, 2000M, and 1000M.
Mm-hmm.
And all it was like different versions they were making. My biggest complaint about a PSP though is so many fucking updates. So like I had Wi-Fi for a little bit. My parents used to have back then when it was called broadband. So broadband fucking sucked because the only way for it to work, which God bless my parents, the only way for it to work is if the device is on. So my mom would plug it into the computer and then turn the computer off and go, "We got broadband. It's not how it works, Mom.
It's got to be on.
This is all you got." That was a good one. I don't think I could do that again.
Ewok voice.
Yeah. Was jumping at.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love him. Rest his soul. Great comedian. So my mom would plug it in and go, "Our guys have Wi-Fi. It's not working." She'd turn it on. My brother and I would be in the middle of playing like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 match. Turns it off. Mom! Every time. Oh my god. But like if you connected the PSP to your like internet or Wi-Fi or whatever, it would connect. And also, I think, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think the first edition of the PSP was through AOL Wi-Fi network.
And they're shutting down this year.
Why are they still alive? Who's using
dial-up? Dial-up from AOL is finally shutting down. September of 2025.
It should have been just dead.
Who still has it?
We're losing AOL and pennies. Life's over. We're done.
Imagine when you moved into this apartment, you got to switch networks. Imagine if you
was AOL no more. Fuck. I got used to the bing bing bing.
I was mad at my parents because we still have a landline phone.
There's a landline around here too. No one's fucking using it.
And if you have AOL, I don't know why you do in 2025, but if you have it,
God bless your soul. You're a true American.
the rule, kids, is you can't be on the phone if you're gonna be on the internet. You can't do both.
I remember that. Oh my God.
Mom, get off the phone!
No! Oh yeah, you're taking out the bandwidth. Holy shit, we just showed our age. Oh my God.
You kids don't deserve the internet right now.
Oh my God.
There's layers to this shit.
I'm about to...
Yeah, we are.
Hold on.
If you're older than Google, you qualify. We are older than Google.
We were there when cell phones first started.
That was in the 80s.
No,
The
cell
bricks.
phones. Legit cell phones.
Oh, the flip when it started being
yeah,
flip
because
phones.
remember there was a moment where you couldn't use Nokia no more. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My dad had one.
He had a brick.
He had the brick and it broke. I think it broke his toe one time. he dropped it. And I'm not even kidding you. It was from like this height to this height. Went shit. Shall. And I mean, my dad's toe swelled up like a balloon, and I'm like looking at it like, is that a weapon?
But
I remember my
cell phones.
And then I remember my dad let me play on it because there was like nothing else you could do on the fucking Nokia. It was play Centipede, Pong, and there was some game called Commando. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was all I know is it was like weird dots on the screen. I'm like, what's happening?
Nokia did have something though. It was a handheld console, the Nokia N-Gage.
Oh yeah,
It was a shitty console.
That was their competition for him.
For what?
I'm really tired. I'm sorry. It was a competition for handheld games. They were trying to compete with Game Boy.
It was a phone and game thing at the same time. But here's the problem: if you wanted to change the game on that bitch, I didn't have it myself. I saw a friend of mine in school who did. Every time he had to change the game, he had to take the battery out.
Yeah, it was behind.
Behind the battery.
Can you imagine? Oh, I gotta
put the battery back in, close it up, and then hopefully it loads.
And if it don't, well, and then the startup for those bitches back then was fucking annoying.
Took forever.
Yeah. Oh my God. We were there, Stone Age, brother.
We were.
I remember. What was it? Was it like?
That's why the PSP was blowing my mind. That's why it's my favorite one because holy shit!
God.
In response.
Well, like yeah. So the PSP was like, was that the last handheld you ever had? The PSP.
Yeah. Because after that died is when life happened. I went to high school, joined the military, all that shit, and then it was just all console from there. And then everything we can do on the PSP, we can do on this.
Yeah.
So,
see for me, my handheld life grew on big time. So I had a friend, and we used to. This is when I got into gambling. We used to. So you remember the ante rule in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
Where you bet a card, you lose the card. Like we did like Battle City rules. We didn't want to lose our cards, so as geniuses, we put our consoles on the line. So I bet my the Pathfinder, the Metal Gear Solid Special Edition version. I bet that for his PSP Go.
Who won?
I won.
Okay, good.
I won his PSP Go, and that's what actually I have it right here. I don't know if you remember what it looks like, but it's this one right over here. Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up. This one right over here. Where's PSP Go? Hold on.
Yeah, that was the Vita you clicked on.
PSP Go. This. He had this one.
So it looked like the Motorola Razr.
It was legit to
split up like that.
So what's cool about the PSP Go, for those who don't know, the same company that made the aftermarket parts for the kickflip. Remember the old kickflip? You were a badass.
That's skinny ass phone.
No, no, no. That was the Razor.
Oh no.
I'm talking about the kickflip where they're like a boomerang sliding out.
Oh,
And it had
yeah,
a keyboard.
yeah.
The kickflip. Oh
I
my.
had a friend of mine who had that too. It was lime green.
Yeah, mine was like neon blue. Oh my god, I had so much trouble on that phone.
Wait, is lime the yellow one or the green one?
So I had the PSP Go, and that took over. I played that more than the original PSP because that was just so much more faster and advanced. The only thing that sucked about it is that if you got the early edition, which is what I had, the battery life was maybe, I want to say it lasts you 2 hours.
That's not enough.
And back then, the PSP, the cool thing about the PSP though, is if you ran out of battery and you're smart like me and you were stupid like me as well, I had multiple batteries for that thing. So if it died, I just popped the back out, load up a new one like it's a magazine clip, and I made sure it was ready to go with the clip. And
He said magazine.
And then I made sure I
said
popped
magazine.
the
That's what I
fadoodler.
heard.
I made sure I popped the fadoodler with the spadoodle.
I'd
And
rather
I was-
hear that.
And then it finally worked like a clip, like a gun, right?
I'm not
So-
sure it did.
And a boom boom stick.
Shove a katana up your ass
There, I knew that was coming. That wasn't gonna take long.
until
But,
it reaches your chi.
That's pretty far, man. You gotta keep going. Not even I can make it that far. No, but I had a PSP Go, and the PSP Go, the only down part about it was it did not take physical game copies. You had to have it. It was solely online.
That sucks.
So you have to be consistent, hook up to Wi-Fi, unless you jailbreak it.
Unless you
rest in peace, Matt. But yeah, you jailbroke this one too.
you
for
fucking
me.
criminal.
And, he jailbroke it, and I don't know how, I don't know why. I didn't ask questions, but you got PS2 games to work on it. Not all PS2 games, but like I was playing like Need for Speed Most Wanted on it. I was playing Carbon on it. I felt like a G. Like I would be like,
It's because you were.
I was straight up, yeah, PSPG, yo, gangsta. So yeah, and then I was playing then he had it where I could play Pokemon on it. I was playing Pokemon on that thing.
Ooh.
I felt like a badass.
Cross-generational.
Fuck yeah. I had a carrying case, everything. I had the thing I had like a keychain holder for your side pants. Back then,
Yeah,
when
because
you
you
thought I
look
was-
so cool with this big black brick hanging off the side of your pants.
It was actually that thing is not big. I mean,
It's not as big as the original.
I mean,
PSP.
for your small hands, that'd be big. But you want to know how big it was?
about that.
That's
Yeah.
about that size.
But again, you look like a jackass walking around with that. It's kind of like what I'm trying to
Hey
do.
man, want square?
It's kind of like what I'm trying to do with Bob one day. Once I get the motivation to do it.
I so badly wanted to try finding some guy that 3D printed it, and I'm like, do you ever 3D print a small back end part of it? So you just have that. That'd be so fucking cool. No, but the handheld for that was pretty sweet. Like, I like that. And then later down the road, that's when the DS came out, Nintendo DS.
And I completely missed the DS.
Oh,
Everything.
God. I jumped all over that. I had money saved up. I was working all the summers with my dad, and then I was working part-time jobs. I jumped on that, but I didn't buy the original DS. All my friends told me, don't buy the DS. The way they did it, though, is like Nintendo DS came out. It lasted a whole year. Next year, DSi came out, and that was where I had that. I played the Nintendo DS. Because at the same time, the Nintendo DSi was the only one that one and original DS were the only ones that could play original Game Boy Advance games. So I can actually just load up a Game Boy Advance game and I can play it only in the bottom screen. But there was in the settings, so on the original DS, it was on the top screen. And then on the DSi, you can actually switch which screen you want it to play on. I always had it on the bottom just because I was just it was easier to look at the bottom than it was to look at the top. And then for some reason,
It's easier being a bottom anyway.
You know. So and the thing is too is that it was something to do with this I didn't know this at the time, but like the screen would look different, and come to find out the top screen had different frame rate than the bottom screen. So it would run smoother on the bottom than it would on top. For some reason the top it would run very, very low.
Huh.
I don't know. That's what somebody. I mean, I watched a YouTube video on that like a couple weeks back, and I was like, what? And then the 2DS came out, and then the 2DS double XL, and I didn't, and that's where I didn't have a 2DS. I had a bunch of friends who had it. I didn't have the money to get it. I wanted to grab it, but I didn't get one. Then the 3DS came out.
Which I thought about getting when it came out, but I didn't.
I'm mad I never bought it. I'm so fucking mad I never bought it.
Everyone, because when I was thinking about actually getting it, I got talked out of it by my friends because like, oh, it's the stupidest thing ever. It does the same thing as a 2DS, except it's got a switch that sets it to 3D, and no one really does it anyway. Fuck you.
I'm mad as I should have bought the Galaxy one when it was available. I should have bought the Mario one when it was available. Because like you can't even buy it. If you do get a 3DS now, you're gonna have to jailbreak it. Because you can't go on their website anymore and buy games.
Yeah.
And back then, when 3DS was out, you can actually have all the original Pokemon games on it. Now,
Only time.
Yeah.
Not even the Switch has that. Nintendo. Get on that. You know we want it.
No, they're not doing it. You know what they did is a big cock tease Switch. We're talking about Switch right now. Is that
it's
so I used to it is. I have a Nintendo Switch right there. Then they also have Nintendo Switch Lite now. There's Nintendo the Nintendo Switch 2, which it's on my list of things I want to buy, but I'm waiting. I want to wait for way more games to come out before I jump on that bandwagon. Anywho, the thing is with the Switch is that there's they have Switch, what's called Switch Online, kind of like when you go on PlayStation. There's PlayStation Market or PSN Now, Xbox Game Pass, your mom. So when there's things available,
got me there.
He's like, "Wait, he's talking." Fuck, man.
I was legit paying attention. Then I heard your mom, and I was like,
This is how it was when I did public speaking too. So, anyways, so everyone loved it when I went on stage. Not doing a serious conversation, throw some in there to throw everybody off. Like, what? Because it got your attention, didn't it? Nintendo Switch has a thing where it's PSN. It's not PSN. Oh my god. It's the I think it's Switch Online or something like that. You have all the way from Nintendo all the way down to I want to say N64. But it has a Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color. Because back then there was Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color, then Game Boy Advance. Mm-hmm. It went in that category. There really wasn't a big difference between a Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket. It was just smoother, faster frame rate. And they switched from big, giant, fucking fat-ass AA's to AAA's, which was 4 AAA's, which was the same quantity as 2 AA's. You should have stuck with the math, but you didn't. Then you went to Game Boy Color and went, well, stick with AA's. Fuck you. So anyways, I'm not mad. So as back then, AAA's were like way expensive.
Yeah, and then when you go shopping now as an adult, just for AAA and AA batteries, Jesus Christ, the amount that they are.
Yeah.
Just to get like an 8-pack. How bad do you want to play a Game Boy?
Play a Game Boy, your fucking remote, your wand. So
there's a nice handheld console.
Oh yeah, you always
a power surge.
You always win. High score. Oh, MSG.
It's waterproof.
You can take it anywhere you want.
So you fun, even your mother wants to play.
Oh my god! You can play anywhere. You can play at the pool. You can play at church. You can play church. Bingo night. Everyone. It has live action vibration control.
And you can get a remote control.
Oh my god! With Bluetooth surround speakers. So. No. Going back to the Switch real quick. So they have a thing where you can play the retro games on there. And one day they did a surprise thing. The game popped up on their thing. I'll go, ding, ding, new games added. Pokemon popped up. Mystery Dungeon. Which I'm not against. I don't mind it. But it's not the Pokemon game I want. You know, I've been saying, I said this to my friend. Actually, it's funny. I said this to my one friend today. I go, all they need to do, make entire retro pack, which is, you can do it. You can do it. You own the licenses already. Just do it. Do a fucking retro pack. I will pay $70 for it. I'll pay $100 for it. Have all the games from Game Boy, all the way to 3DS. $150. I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Everybody will buy it.
I'm going to say this. I would buy that over Battlefield 6.
Oh.
I'd buy that over GTA 6.
Well, we can't even get GTA 6. Here we go. I'm already pissed.
You heard it might be getting delayed again, right? Did you hear about that?
Till when?
GTA, till GTA. Till, I think it's 2027. There's talk about it because now everyone's saying that, so if you go on PlayStation Network right now or Xbox, it has a pre-order date on there. I think it's 5/26 or something like that.
Yep.
So
I'm watching that.
I
started.
So the one day somebody went on GameStop and it took off the time. I haven't checked my PlayStation or anything, so I have no idea. We could probably check after this episode to see if it changed anything.
There's also a development team already set for GTA 7.
We're going to be grandparents.
Hopefully, I'll be able to see the trailer for GTA 7 when I have great grandkids.
He's going to be like, all right, sweetie, I'm going to go to that strip club. Huh? Oh, that'd be the worst time to die. We're at the create a character screen. I can finally play.
And I like I said, if I am saying that I better smell the strip clubs in GTA 6, I better feel the strip clubs in GTA 7.
I better feel the creepy crawly bastards.
I want crabs. I want virtual crabs.
Every time your character walks, he just falls over.
And then I could look at every online player and be like, your mom, right?
Yeah, show her.
Saw her at the club.
I'll show her pest control. Jesus Christ. There's already a girl they already showed the girl that's doing the strip dancing too for all the dancers. I'll tell you one thing, I hope they're paying her good. I saw her almost throwing her back out for half the shit.
You know what? They got the money to fix it. Assholes.
They do. They keep calling more GTA 5 online shit. I'm like, stop.
The thing I hate,
oh my god.
The thing I hate is that as much as I'm complaining about it, I'm a sucker. I'm gonna buy it. Okay? I'm gonna reluctantly buy it.
Ever remastered edition. This motherfucker, I see him going live. I'm like,
I hate it.
it's either Resident Evil or it's fucking GTA Remastered. GTA Remastered San Andreas. There it is. Oh, speaking of...
Thank you, by the way, Sony, for finally putting Resident Evil 2 and 3's originals
Speaking
on.
of which...
What's that? Is that a Fire Red edition?
No, that's just someone
no.
got the orange edition, which is Japanese, and then they have an emulator on it where you can play that on it.
Criminal.
You're like, criminal.
Criminal only because I don't have it.
Yeah, just like, how could you even live with yourself? How much? your Italian brain's like, man, no one will ever scoop that low. Nick, how much is it? Is it affordable?
Well, where can I get it? What site? What black market site could I get it from?
Sir, that is eBay.
Hey man, that used to be the king of black market sites until corporations got a hold of it. You were able to sell your organs on eBay. They actually have a policy in there now that actually says no more selling body organs on eBay.
I bought one thing ever.
Rules are written in blood.
Just to show you how small the PSP Go was for people who had big hands, Joe. That's a woman's hands. Those comparisons. You know what? One of these days, I'm going to buy a PSP Go. I'm going to have you hold it.
I have a woman's
hand. Like a toddler in your hand.
Calluses.
Wait, what? Hold on. What did you say?
I have a woman's hands with calluses. You see that shit? It's
oh
there.
My God.
I got a working man's hands. It's just as small as a woman. It really is. A little bit more sausagey, but...
Here, just grip this like this. So here's me.
Yep.
Now you.
Here we go.
Power to the players! I do like this controller, though. This is Sriracha, my favorite hot sauce.
When the Duke came out, it was tested on a guy with your hands.
And I love the Duke. That was one of my favorite controllers.
No, I gotta stretch like 3 miles to press a button.
3 miles to the gallon.
Like if I'm holding the Duke from the original Xbox controller, I can tap A, X, Y. I'm all good to go from there. But if there's a game where I gotta press the white or black button, it's over. I can't do that. I gotta let go of the whole controller and do this because I can't reach that with my thumb.
Oh my god.
It's a struggle out here being small.
I'm a bottom. Does anybody care that I'm a bottom? Motherfucker shouted that at the mall. Every person was like, another one.
I cause scenes out in public, and the pure intention of it is to make Nick and Alexis either laugh or turn their faces red from embarrassment.
I still like that Caitlin legit didn't believe us that you spray yourself in the face and pepper spray yourself at Bath and Body Works.
I have reasons for this.
I don't care. I don't really care. It's just this. I used to be like, Joe, stop, man, stop. Now I'm like, that one has glitter. I went from being like the adult to like, let's see how far we can push him. And then he's here and his eyes swelling up. I'm like, gee, damn, that's crazy. You have like 30 different chemicals on your face. That's.
But did I die?
No.
Okay, that's legit medical care.
No. No, but then you'd be walking out here and your face is all glitter. Looks like you just went to a rave.
But I smell gorgeous, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
his dad's probably like, man, you got lucky. Nah.
If you're
a Bath and Body Works.
If you're a Bath and Body Works employee and you see me spraying myself in the face, I'm doing you a favor. Here's why.
No.
I'm doing you and the company a favor.
No.
So I only spray myself with the little try me thing once.
Ooh.
Just to get a good sense of.
Just to get a good sense.
Because here's the thing. I know they got the paper things.
Oh my god.
The paper samplers, you spray it on the paper. But here's the thing. I'm saving you time and money because you got to restock the paper in them boxes. And you're not losing any money on the spray because it's a one-time spray anyway. It's the sample. So you're not losing money on that. I'm saving you time from refilling the paper thing and money on refilling it because you got to replace them because I'm not using them.
I'm going to intercept.
It's a direct thing to my face.
I'm going to intercept, Your Honor.
Oh.
One of the first things that it says on the spray bottle: avoid eye contact.
When you make
Don't even defend it.
when you cook, do you read everything on the box?
Yes.
No, it's not how you should do it. Just use feeling, Nick.
Kick my dick in it to be like, it's cooked, all right.
Yeah, home cook. You can't eat at everybody's house.
It says legit on the bottle: please avoid face or eye contact. You want to know what he does? This is the bottle. Make sure and I watch him. I know this fucker. He makes sure one of the workers make direct eye contact. And he looks at me and he goes, I'm like, oh, is it burn?
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yep, and I'm wearing contacts.
That he doesn't change.
I don't.
He just
They change when it falls out.
He rehydrates them in his eye with eye drops. I can't. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. The one day he came over, his eyes were so bloodshot. I thought he smoked. I thought you smoked so much weed.
Nope.
I was like, what's wrong with your eyes? I don't change my eye contact. Just keep putting new ones in. That's not the way it works. Well, Nick, if it wasn't men, it would be fucking It's always some stupid bullshit.
I have a legit defense with almost everything I decide to do.
And none of them make sense. It's on the thing. Please take out your eyes at a certain time. You expect me to keep track of the days? It's been 5 years, Nick, since I replaced them. What? I'm too poor to buy more, Nick. Buys an $800 Lego set. How priorities?
And then when we brought Caitlin last time to Bath and Body Works, the regular body spray that they have. That's what I usually spray myself with. And then Caitlin saw me grab the room spray because I couldn't find the body spray. On one of
He
the
sprayed himself in the face
with the room spray.
which is so much more powerful than just a regular fragrance.
She was like,
Yeah, it's more concentrated because at least the spray. I'm not defending you by any means. Don't even take this as a defense.
oh, I am. I am 100%.
know. I ain't defending your ass. What I'm trying to say is the comparison between a room spray and regular body spray. Body spray is like a mist. Room spray is straight up OC spray right in the fucking face. It's so concentrated. It's a stream. At least with this.
Took it right to the face.
Damn, that's crazy. You look like it. What? I wonder who he chose as his team. See none of it sparkles. Edward. My favorite though, and none of you saw it. I caught it. It was one of the ladies that used to see us all the time there. She went on the microphone they have little headsets. We worked AP, so he already knows what I'm talking about. The little headsets that you.
We know when you're being sneaky trying to use them shits.
He turned and went like that, and her face was horror because she didn't want to talk to you or talk to any of us. And then I never saw her again until we were leaving the store. Then I saw her at the front door somehow, some way, going, "Have a great day," and the whole time she never broke eye contact. You didn't even see her. She's like this, "Have a great day." I'm like, she's gonna go home to her therapist and be like, "There's this fucking idiot that comes in every day or every weekend and he sprays his fucking face with the same spray as last time."
Well, if my nose is going to smell it, give it a direct contact to the nose.
I want to bathe in the glory. So yeah, I want you to fart this.
Wait, we can since we're freaking out employees, we can tell them about the Olive Garden thing. The breadstick.
Go ahead, you're up.
So
there's also a thumbnail on this. I am bread.
There is. I am bread episode 6, I think it is, where I'm sitting cross-legged like this
with a breadstick,
holding a margarita like this, and I'm eating a breadstick. But what you didn't see was what happened before that picture was taken.
Oh.
So. I like I said, I just like to do random shit just to see what people do out in public. I'm the human experiment.
No shit.
I'm the guy that goes to the back of the elevator and stares at the wall, or and then just freaks people out.
Can I intercept real quick? Because what you just said, it was me and one of my friends. And this is when Mikey was alive and everybody else was alive. We went to the mall's elevator. That's so small. And we turned into a corner and people were coming in like, I like we're summoning some demon. I've never seen people like pushing the elevator door to get out. And then we started like twitching, going, I
would have loved it. So
oh my god! Back to your Olive Garden story.
So, we're eating normally. I'm having the Italian margarita. I recommend that, by the way. And we're eating breadsticks. And the idea was to make Nick and Alexis go, "The fuck is he doing?"
Which worked for a half second.
Yeah, I dipped my breadstick in the margarita and then ate it. It was actually pretty freaking good.
And then today we went to Olive Garden again. And he dipped his mozzarella stick in lime Pepsi.
Yes.
And goes, I want my caffeine with my cheese. What? Continue your story, you fuck.
So I dipped the breadstick in the margarita a couple of times as we're making conversation, and by the
way, it wasn't just one breadstick. This was like 1, then 2, then 3. Continue.
And Nick and Alexis at this point are so used to hanging out with me that they're seeing it. Her
and I are like,
just carrying on conversation.
We're pretend you don't exist. My brain's like, what is he gonna do next? If he's gonna go for big, he's gonna try one-upping what he did last week.
But there was a waitress who walked to the back as I was dipping the breadstick in there, and then she stopped herself.
It goes, oh hell no! You did not just dip your breadstick, baby, inside your margarita. And Joe's like,
"You gotta try it."
And then Joe, right in front of her, was like, Yeah. It's like, oh God.
She probably went to the back and said, "Guys, you got to see this shit."
No, she didn't do that. She went home.
Oh yeah,
And the thing is,
I went looking for her after.
the thing is, she even told us like she just started too.
Yep.
You made her go home early. You'd be like, what's wrong with you? Watch the cameras, table 27. Is he playing Godfather while eating a breadstick with a margarita?
And the reason why I brought up Godfather, I pulled out my phone, went on Spotify, and I got the Godfather theme song on my playlist.
He played the very intro.
Max volume.
And he's just sitting there, legs folded. Every person that walked by, he like followed him like a lost puppy. He's like, and then it was time to go. He's like, fuck, my legs, my knees.
Because if I sit cross-legged too long, my legs go numb.
And he couldn't.
But I was dedicated.
He was so fucking dedicated to keeping that position. I heard his knees crack.
So acting jobs, I'm willing to put myself at great personal risk for the sake of staying in character.
His knees were cracking like the Empire marching theme song. Kung, 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 kung.
What? I did.
Yeah,
That's every half
30
hour.
minutes. And every single person that walked by our table, there was even a couple that sat across. And the whole time, I saw her. She was so scared she made her kid switch seats with her. So her kid doesn't go, Mama, what's he doing? No, honey, don't look. No, she made the kid sit on the inside. So the kid couldn't see the shit. That's a true parent right there.
That's the best was that waitress. She was walking to the back. Oh, hell no, I did not just see that.
My favorite is when she just stopped and had to look at you for recollection. Oh, hell no. And you're like, what? You're just dabbing it? And the thing is, he wasn't dabbing it. It was a straight up when you take a cookie and you wait for all the bubbles to leave. She just went. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, me and Alexis at this point are so used to it. We're like, what's he going to do next?
We're still just carrying on.
It's like the first 10 seconds, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And while everyone's going, oh my God, Nick and Alexis are going, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, was that? He put his pasta inside the margarita. Oh, damn. Damn, it's crazy. That's wild. Man, that's fucked up. Do it again. No. We switched gears big time on that one. But we were talking about like consoles, like handheld consoles and that. Yeah. Nintendo, put the retro shit on the advance. Please.
You know they want it.
Yeah, everyone's been begging. They're on the freaking Nintendo site going, bro, you got the Nintendo Switch 2 now. We have the technology.
They hear you. They know.
They're not gonna answer. They're not gonna fucking be like, oh, we got the GameCube emulator thing on there now.
The Nintendo powers that be are looking at you guys in the comments going, look at the little peasants.
Just look at that. Square. No, but what? So in closing, what is your top console that your handheld, not virtual console, handheld console? What's top handheld console that if you were stuck on the island for 5 years and you could only play it on this console, you can't play it any other console?
PSP. Period. The original PSP is the GOAT.
It's the GOAT! I knew you were gonna go there. That's why it's the GOAT. It's the GOAT.
That dude, I want to know what he was watching to get that piped up.
It was WrestleMania, WWE.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm a WWE fan myself, but Jesus Christ,
I think it was.
I'm not screaming at the TV.
I think it was Undertaker. I could be wrong. It was somebody. Oh no, John Cena. At
least he's got taste. But that's what I'm talking about.
As for me, it'd be Game Boy Advance SP all the way. Like I love the PSP, I really do. But the GBA, I could sit here. We actually came in the one day and saw that TV on. Now where the camera's resting is a big TV. I had that going.
You got two
monitors. I had editing going here, and then I had another D&D thing over here going. I was sitting here just spitting, playing on this thing, and he's like, "Look at the ADHD boy, have fun." and then you're like a father going, "Oh, he's not outside doing drugs. He's just crackhead."
And while he's playing his tiny little PSP, I come over and we play fucking Napoleon Dynamite on the big screen.
It's so much.
We didn't even know that was on a PSP.
Why the fuck do we have like 200 viewers on it? I'm like, why? It's not even that good of a game. It's so stupid.
It's because
Dude.
it's because it's stupid.
Oh my god. No, but with closing though, to go to the top handheld console ever, as much as I want to say the Switch is there, I can't go to the Switch. The reason being is because my Switch is fucked up. I got the day one edition Nintendo Switch. For those who don't know, all the problems, bugs, issues are all on day one Switches. I got my Switch on day one. And I have to legit keep that fucker plugged in. Otherwise, that battery lasts only maybe an hour. Sometimes it doesn't even give me a time. It'll be like, oh, you still got 100, 20%. What? Wait, what?
Well, you got that money back guarantee. I guarantee you ain't getting that money back.
I didn't even have a warranty. But anyways, like my favorite is Game Boy Advance SP, hands down. So many fucking great games on there.
Great library. Yep.
I wasn't really gonna go more towards the newer consoles. I was gonna stick towards the older. The next console I do want to buy and see if there's some way I can get all the games on it legally. Say I'm putting that out there so no one comes after me. So I want to get the Nintendo 3DS. I want a 3DS. I want one so fucking bad. Can I get the games for it? Yes. Is it gonna cost me money? Fucking better believe it. Because they redid Alpha, I think it's Alpha and Omega, so it's Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. They redid them for the 3DS. And it's like, you can have any Pokemon you want follow you outside the Pokeball. It gets more attached to you. When it gets more attached to you, it does performs a fucking lot better. So people used to do is, I think there's a glitch where in the beginning part where you first choose your Pokemon, you just sit there and walk around the whole time. Get him up to as high as you can. So, I think it's like, what, 15? Can't go past 15 for the first gym.
I think so, yeah.
So you get into 15. Depending on who you got, they're already evolved. You're gonna destroy that fucking gym. There'd be no hope for them because their top Pokemon's like level 12, and you're like, I'm 15, bitch. So just fucking yeah. The other cool thing too is there's a way you do it. I don't know how to do it, but I do want to play. Speaking about Pokemon. People have asked, and I'm trying to get a program. I don't know how to do it properly, but people want us to play Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Randomizer, and beat the game with the randomizer.
Oh, y'all are evil.
And hold on, it gets worse. Your starting Pokemon's randomized. It's not gonna be like, oh, I can choose Bulbasaur. I did it once on a website and I had it for free. You can play it for free without downloading anything. My starting lineup was Metapod.
Oh, you got Harden.
Magikarp. Okay. And then there was what is there?
Just the worst. Okay.
There was Kakuna.
Also
okay,
only...
so I got the crooked hockey stick. Then I got, what was it? It was
a fucking fish.
A fucking swamp ass. And then I got
that we're gonna name.
And then I got the
swamp ass.
Then I got the chode. That's all that was all I had. And then like the part that gets even funnier with that gets more humorous with the randomizer, your attacks are randomized. So you can have a Charmander that legit does like ancient power right in the beginning of the game. I'm like, oh, so he's a god. Okay, cool.
I think there was a thing a while ago where you were telling me about that. And I said, you know what, Nick? I hope you do that, and I hope you pick Magikarp. And I hope you get into a battle with another Magikarp, and all you can do is splash. Just get into an endless loop of splash.
And what's funny is when he said that, I got a Magikarp. The part that made me laugh so hard is that it did Thunder Shock.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, so a fish that's just flopping. He's like, flop, Thunder Shock. I'm like, what?
Well, things make a lot less sense than that in Pokemon. Ash finally died. He was still 12 years old.
Oh my god, yeah. And people know what's cool about that Pokemon fun fact is that people are like, how come no one got older in the series? It's in the first episode. When he makes a wish to be a Pokemon trainer forever, what flies above him? Ho-Oh. Or Ho-Oh. Which, I think it's a Ho-Oh.
I think
It's
so.
H-O-O-H. Ho-ho, yeah.
Your mom.
You're my... You beat me to it, god damn it. It's only fair. I beat you to a couple. So it's ho, and it grants a wish. It says he made the wish. That's why he never got older.
Oh. And by the way,
Square.
in closing with it, if you're older than Google, you probably watched the first Pokemon movie. Tell me, you could tell your therapist, because you're probably seeing a therapist, that you figured out that you can't bring the dead back to life by crying.
You really?
I went there.
Why? And I got the plague doctor holding his heart right there.
When Ash turned the stone and Pikachu was crying, that scene got to all of us. But you know what? Doesn't work that way.
real quick, into closing with that, Mewtwo's speech is all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. That
Mewtwo
too.
says a very deep speech. And I'm like, this is like, what was it, 98? No, 2001.
Yeah.
This is in 2001.
It was the first
And
Pokemon movie.
Mewtwo was saying some really serious shit. And you're like, you're a kid. And
We
like,
grew up real fast with that movie.
I know, we're like, what is he saying? And then you get older and you're like, oh my God.
It still hurts.
Was it with Red or someone where he wasn't able to take his Pokemon to the center to heal it and it died?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And if you go to Lavender Town, if you go to Lavender Town, what is it? And Diamond and Pearl? No, Silver and Gold. You can visit Lavender Town, and there is a Pokemon trainer that's there that's visiting a gravesite, and it's a Pikachu.
Oh.
On the one that was a Pikachu.
Oh.
Yeah, the original versions is Cubone's mom.
Well, I'm saying it was like Red's or something, like his Pokemon, because he wasn't able to save it.
Yeah.
I thought it...
No, it was a Pidgey. It's a Pidgey. It was
Yeah.
Pidgey because he always had Pidgeotto. And then in the future games where he actually has a team, Pidgeotto isn't on his team. And you're like, and then when you go to that, you go, they only did it one time, and you can visit the grave, and it goes up. The trainer just walks away, doesn't talk to you. But when you visit the grave, it says Pidgeotto, and it's like, oh my God.
That's the perfect time to just walk away by listening to Only Time by Enya. Just
Oh my
I
God.
love me, Enya. Yes.
But
that being said, be good people.
and fly high, and make sure you wipe left to right and front to back, and make sure you wash your ass. I can smell it. Love you. Your mom's been asking about you.